Shalom, 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 people of God. I welcome you to another edition of our ongoing series, The Shunammite Woman. 2 Kings chapter 4, verse 10. Please, let us make a small upper room on the wall, and let us put a bed for him there, and a table and a chair and a lampstand. So it will be whenever he comes to us, he can turn in there. For some time now, Elisha has become a regular guest in the house of the Shunammite woman. After testifying to her husband that Elisha is a holy man of God, she also told him, "Let us make a small upper room on the wall." Upper room in those days was built for entertaining guests, and only the rich could afford it. Such a room was usually well furnished and was sometimes called roof chamber. Within the framework of Christian theology, the small upper room is symbolic of God's sanctuary, also known as the holy place, a place Elisha needed to have constant communication with his God. Likewise, we also must have a place in our homes, a place in our hearts, and a time in our lives to interact and commune with God constantly. Secondly, the Shunammite woman also said, "Let us put a bed for him there." A bed here represents a place of rest. My prayer for you today is that may God give you rest in every situation that you may find yourself in. Thirdly, a table in the small upper room serves as a flat surface for placing items on top of, to dine on, or even to use for the purpose of studying. In biblical context, the table the Shunammite woman set up for Elisha is symbolic of the table of the showbread located in the holy place of the tabernacle. The table of the showbread was made out of acacia wood, which was resistant to decay. I pray that as you build a table in your upper room, fellowship with God, dine with God, and study his word, your life will never decay but flourish. Fourthly, the Hebrew word for seat or chair in this context is kisi, which means a seat of honor or throne. The seat or chair in the upper room of the prophet is symbolic of the mercy seat in the holies of holies in the tabernacle in the days of Moses. The mercy seat represents God's presence among his people. May you and your family and your household experience God's presence as a pillar of clouds in the day and as a pillar of fire in the night. Lastly, the Shunammite woman said, "Let us put a lamp stand." The purpose of the lamp is to give light to the room. Now, remember, this is an era without electricity. It is the only thing that will keep the room bright. Symbolically, the lamp represents the golden lampstand or the candlestick in the holy place of the tabernacle. The Hebrew word for lamp is menorah, meaning light or lamp. In Exodus chapter 27, God commanded Aaron and his sons to keep the lamp burning in God's presence all night. And this command was to be observed by successive generations. As the children of the Most High God, we are mandated to always and constantly shine as the light of the world, to be alert and awakened. People of God, What we can learn from this edition is that the upper room that the Shunammite woman built for Elisha had a bed, a table, a chair, and a lampstand. You don't have to build a physical upper room to experience God. Rather, you can create an upper room experience that welcomes and embraces God, just as the Shunammite woman did for Elisha through a lifestyle of worship. I hope you've been blessed by today's edition. Stay blessed and be a blessing.